A very beautiful morning to everyone present over here. I welcome you all to the SABBC's special journal meeting regarding the health and dental fee increase and plan enhancements. We'll wait for a minute. I will call the meeting to order at 11:35 a.m. Now I hand over the ground to Nusrat Awan, the Board of Governors representative, to follow the acknowledgement of territory.
Thank you, Madam Chair. So we are located in the traditional territories of Niitsitapi, Blackfoot Confederacy, and the people of the Treaty 7 region in southern Alberta, which includes the Siksika, the Piikani, the Guyana, the Tsuut'ina, and the Ayahinekoda. We are situated on land where the Bow River meets the Albo River, and the traditional Blackfoot name of this place is Mohkinstsis, which we now call the City of Calgary. The City of Calgary is also home to Métis Nation of Alberta, Region 3. Thank you so much. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Nusrat. Moving on to agenda number 3.0, review of the agenda that will be presented by Anna Olivia, the Director of Finance.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Anna, your Director of Finance at SABBC. First of all, I would like to invite you and thank you for taking the time of being part of the decision-making process. We at SABBC work every day to support you during your journey. So in this slide, number 1, we will provide some context about our health and dental plan, which is one of the lowest in the province. The fees were frozen from 2018 to 2021. The plan is opt-in, opt-out. Without SABBC intervention, the cost would be 4 times more, around $1,200 for a similar plan coverage. In slide number 3, increase of health and dental usage. Since 2003, the plan has never been increased more than 4%, which is the amount our bylaws allows without a consultation. However, claims kept steadily increasing at a higher rate than the plan fee. Next slide. Let's check some numbers. During the last 2 years, claims significantly grew. Overall health and claims increased by 39%. Then we have categories like vision claims with 42% increase, dental claims, which is the highest with 55%, drug claims and paramedical claims with 36%. The rise in the usage has left SABBC in a vulnerable position if these numbers kept increasing. Next slide, please. We have the graph showing health and dental trends. Since 2015, here we have 3 lines. In yellow, a flat line, which is how much you are paying for the service or fee. Then in gray, a line that slightly rises and then stagnates, which is for the enrollment. And lastly, in blue, the claims, which kept increasing over the past 7 years, which is not financially healthy for SABBC. It is not sustainable in the long term. Next, what SABBC currently provides to its membership, SABBC has put a lot of effort in ensuring that costs are affordable for students, as the plan includes affordable coverage such as vision coverage, eye exam coverage, annual dental checkups, access to reduced drug cost through Rexall Pharmacy Network, saving on prescription eyewear through Iris Vision Network, massage therapy, prescription drug coverage, reduced dental cost through Dental Savings Network. And if you visit a Sobeys or Safeway pharmacy, you can receive a reduced cost drugs, chiropractic coverage, or if you need to speak to a mental health professional, it provides coverage for psychologists or social workers. The coverage benefits you throughout Canada, not just Alberta. So if you travel within the country, you are covered. Next. What SABBC is proposing to add to your health and dental plan are the following enhancements. If you are diagnosed with ADHD, you will have access to VBANS. You won't need a referral to see a massage therapist, a massage speech language pathologist, or a physiotherapist. And it will also include 5 free sessions of online counseling. Next. These benefits will be implemented in fall 2022 if the cost of less than $1 per day is approved. We are talking of $343 per year for health and dental, starting in September 2022. This amount will help SABBC covering the usage and upgrading the service we are providing you for less than $1 per day. Next. It is time for you to raise your voice and vote. You will receive an email from SABBC through Simply Voting into your My BBC account. Just click on the link provided and answer the question below by February 17th at 4 p.m. Calgary time. It is your chance to answer the following question. Are you in favor of the SA implementing a health and dental fee increase from $298 to $343 annually to come into effect in September 2022 in the interest of enhancing students' benefits? Please, when you get to your Simply Voting email, vote consciously. If the fee increase is not approved, next slide, my wellness plan coverage will be reduced. Other services will be reassessed to check their viability, considering their cost and current fee. There will be cuts to the current health and dental plan offerings, and membership will see a fee increase in the next consecutive years. All the benefits and value that took years of negotiations will be lost. So please, when you get your email in your My BBC email, vote and tell your friends and classmates to check their emails to vote. We understand that this is a busy week, but thank you. Let's vote. Madam Chair.
Thank you, Anna, for the beautiful presentation. So I will move the motion to adjourn the meeting at 11:42.
Madam Chair, may I interrupt, please?
Yes, please.
Can we, I see some people are asking questions in the chat, and I'm wondering if anyone does also want to ask any questions that we could possibly answer.
Sounds perfect. Thank you, Jay. So I will hand over the ground to Anna so that she can handle the Q&As.
Anna, I'm going to read, and actually this question I'm going to direct to Corey Wright, who is attending the meeting, or Alejandro, who is our benefit coordinator. And one of the questions coming in the chat is, what about acupuncture? Is there coverage for acupuncture? Alejandro, are you able to answer this question for the student? You are not, I'm guessing. Okay, Alejandro, are you able to answer the question? Is there acupuncture coverage for the student? Potentially. He's going to be typing an answer.
Sorry, Jay, I believe I just gave Alejandro access to unmute, so it should be working now.
All right.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me?
We can hear you, Alejandro.
Okay, thank you. Acupuncture right now is not covered by the plan.
Acupuncture is not covered by the program.
All right. Now, no.
Right now, no. All right. Thank you. There's a question from Judith. How can the student union help with displaced practical nurse students program. Unfortunately, we won't be able to answer that question fully in this presentation, as this is about the health and dental plan. But rest assured, we have been working very strongly with the program, with the Office of the Registrar, and with the Vice President Academic at Bow Valley College to assist those students. Judith, I'm going to be putting my email address in the chat. Please reach out to me and I'll answer your question more fully in an email if that works for you. And Sam has a question. How about occupational therapy or physical therapy? Is that covered by the plan? Alejandro, are you able to answer that question, please? So once again, there is a question about occupational therapy and physical therapy. Is that covered by the plan?
Do you want me to jump in and answer?
Yes, please.
Okay, so physical therapy is covered through the plan. And Sean, you can jump in here too. Occupational therapy as its own standalone benefit is not in the plan, but that, like acupuncture, oftentimes, depending on where you're getting the treatment, it can be covered. So if a physiotherapist is providing some acupuncture as part of treatment, that can be covered. And I would say, you know, one of the great things about SABVC doing these kinds of town hall meetings is we hear about different ideas. And so there are things that, you know, we can continue to look at and see, you know, how to add these types of programs and supports as the plan continues to grow. Does that make sense?
Yes, thank you. There is also a follow-up question regarding acupuncture. And this student is writing, I've been paying as a full-time student with coverage, but I have my own access for dental and medical. So I think we should include more therapeutic coverage like acupuncture, because I'm not using coverage at all and I'm still paying for it. I think we should be able to decide what we use it for. And that is a really, really interesting question, because if you already have coverage, you are able to opt out of the plan on your first and third semester. So you don't have to be paying for coverage that you are not using. But in addition to that, you can actually combine your benefits. So if you do have benefits through another source, say your parents, your employer, that sort of thing, you can actually combine your parent or your benefits and get even more coverage, so that you are not just paying for nothing, because that's the last thing that we want. Are there any other questions?
Jay, if you don't mind, this is Sean.
I would love it if you shared some information. And I'm going to do a little bit of an introduction here. Sean Gallivan and Corey Wright are representatives from People Corporation, which provides the health and dental plan. So they have a lot of information regarding this plan. Sean, did you want to continue, please?
Yeah, absolutely. I think one thing I want to note for the participants is SABVC offers a health and dental plan for its members that is also known as a flex plan. So at the beginning of a student's term, they have, again, the ability to opt out, Tanya, as you mentioned, if you have other coverage. So if you have health coverage or dental coverage through an employer or through a spouse, you have the ability to opt out out of the SABVC student health and dental plan. For those students that need access to the student health plan, you have the ability to flex into one of 4 options that all have different benefits and plan designs that are meant to give you, the students, the opportunity to select a plan that provides you with benefits that you find valuable. So, for example, there is a flex plan that is very much focused on enhanced drug coverage and enhanced paramedical practitioner coverage. So there is an increase in the overall maximum for paramedics and the co-insurance for the drug plan. If, again, you are a student that you know that you are going to use those benefits specifically. The same goes for a flexible dental plan for those students who want more dental coverage. So again, you have the choice, and SABVC is giving the students the choice to find and flex into a plan that benefits them, the most. And as Jay mentioned, and for those students who have coverage elsewhere, you have the ability to opt out of the SABVC health plan. And when we're speaking specifically to the increase to the student fee, SABVC is proposing some enhancements that will greatly benefit the students from no longer needing a physician's referral to see a massage therapist or a physiotherapist or a speech language pathologist. There is enhanced drug coverage for for those students who have an ADHD diagnosis. And finally, 5 free counseling sessions available to students through the My Wellness program. So there is a huge benefit for those students who require mental health support. And this increase in student fee will allow that enhanced coverage.
Great, thank you very much, Sean. I did also want to share with membership that we are one of the few associations that do offer a flex plan to members. So this is something that is not available at all student associations. This is something we have been able to do for our membership. Our student plan has been very cost effective, and we want to keep it so. So that's why we are asking you for your direction. So thank you, everyone. Are there any further questions?
We have a couple raised hands here in the participant section. So I'm going to allow those who've raised their hands to ask their question here.
Hi, Jay. Hi, Sean. Thanks for that. I have 2 questions real quick. So with regards to the coverage, so I am not a full-time at work, but I have coverage, but it's not full coverage. So you mentioned that I can, so students like me can kind of merge this insurance. So my question is, where can we find more information about that, or who to contact? And the second question is, I add on a family member, and with regards to the add-on to the family member, to my family member, with regards to dental plan, does it cover orthodontics or not?
Those are some really amazing questions, Sam. I love those. So I'm going to put in the chat box, Sam, if that works for you, the email address of who you can contact about combining your plan. And in addition to that, if you have specific questions about what benefits are available for your family members who are added to the plan, Sean, are you able to answer the question a little bit about the dental that they had while I type this email address in for Sam?
Yes, absolutely. Hi, Sam. Thanks for your question. Jay's going to provide you with Alejandro's email, who will be able to answer a lot of your questions, and for anyone who's here, answer any questions you have around the health and dental plan, adding dependents, opting out, etc. But with that being said, Sam, for that dependent that you've added, there is coverage for I'm just in here. There is currently no coverage for orthodontics.
Okay, thank you so much. So it's only covered for the dental, like except for orthodontics.
Correct. So, if for your, standard checkups, your x-rays, your cleanings, if, a dependent needs to get their wisdom teeth out, those are the types of things, or if, you need to see a dentist for a cavity, those types of items, there's coverage available for you there. And Sam, I would also just suggest, in addition to speaking to Alejandro for any questions, and for any student here, you can visit mystudentplan.ca and you will find a page specific to SABVC, and your benefits will be completely outlined there for you as well. You will also see access to the My Wellness Mental Health service that SABVC provides for its members. And there's also information on how to download your plan card, where students can receive savings in and around Calgary or Alberta for certain practitioners. There's also information on pharmacy savings network. So there's a lot of information housed on that site for you to access. And in addition to that, Alejandro, is a great key person for you to contact to have any questions answered as well.
Thank you so much, Sean and Jay. That's everything for me.
Awesome. Thank you, Sam. We have another question, and I love this question too. This one's fantastic. The student Angel writes, I'll be finished in April. Will I be covered after that? And that is a great question. And I'm going to toss this one to Sean because it's complicated depending on how long you've been a student. Sean or Corey, did you want to take that one?
Sean's still muted, so I guess I'll go first.
All right. Okay, so they started in September of 2021. So yes.
Perfect. That helps a lot. So yes, you'll still be covered. What happens is for any student, you get 12 months of coverage from the start of your year. So for the student that started in September, then your program runs until August 31st of the following year. So you're going to be finished in April of 2022, and your plan runs until August 31st of 2022. So you can, anything you see, if you see a dentist or chiropractor or anything like that before August 31st, that'll all be covered. And just so you know, in case you see them near the end of August, you can still submit claims even after August 31st. You just have to make sure you see the provider before August 31st. Does that help you?
Yes, it does help. Thank you very much.
Sorry, I also want to add something, because if the students take 3 terms per year, they get 1 year and a half, 18 months of coverage. For example, if the students enroll in winter, spring, summer, and fall, they get 18 months of coverage.
You are absolutely right, Alejandro.
Yeah, the best way to know the termination day is email me at and the email that Jay put on the chat, and I can give the correct date. Plan at mystudentplan.ca.
Thanks, Alejandro. I have, it appears, another participant question with a raised hand. So I'm going to allow Tanya to talk. Tanya, if you have a question, you can ask it now.
Thank you. So I did write something in the chat, but I have a completely different question. Say that if there is a medication that is in the United States, will Bow Valley College cover the medication if it's not like FDA approved or something like that? Like, does it have to be FDA approved?
That is an interesting question, far beyond my knowledge. Corey, are you able to handle that one?
I'll start, and again, either Alejandro or Sean, you can jump in. But what happens with coverage is you would submit the receipt to Canada Life. They'll review it if it would have been reasonably covered in Canada. So if it falls within our regulations of your plan, then it will be covered. If it's an experimental drug that's in like experimental to the United States or something like that, I wouldn't want to mislead you and have you think that it's likely. I somehow doubt it. But the one thing you could do, and Alejandro can help you if you email him, is you can pre-check to see if there would be coverage. So Alejandro can help you work through that process and make sure that, you know, if there would be coverage, what it would be, and also what alternatives there might be if there isn't coverage for the specific prescription you're asking about.
Okay, so just contact Alejandro.
Yeah.
Okay, Alejandro, can you send me your email, please?
The email is on the chat. It's bowvalleyplan@mystudentplan.ca.
Oh, okay, I see it.
Yeah, it's on the plan. On the chat.
Yeah,
sorry.
because it's not like it's something new. It's not like it's called Xe Pure. It's for weight loss. It's all natural. But the thing is like it's not like FDA approved or anything like that.
Yeah, you
It's
can email
more
me and we
natural.
can see your information and I can validate with Canada Life.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
So and my other question was just at Bow Valley College, do we have our own physical therapists and massage therapists that may have been students before and now they're like actually practicing?
So I'm gonna take this question, Tanya, and I'm going to make a little bit of a distinction here to start. So the Health and Dental Plan is not a Bow Valley College plan. It's actually a student association of Bow Valley College plan. So Bow Valley is not contributing anything to this plan. It's actually the Students Association who works with this plan. In terms of on-campus services or service providers, Bow Valley College as the organization does not provide those services. However, if you visit the website, mystudentplan.ca/Bow Valley, there are some preferred providers on there that you may be able to access with discounted costs. So in addition to the discounts you receive with your health and dental benefits, they may offer further discounts. Those are not necessarily graduates of Bow Valley College, but they are people who have made contact with our health and dental plan to offer benefits to students at a reduced cost.
Okay, perfect.
All right,
Thank
and
you.
Tanya, I'm going to send you that website again, just to make sure you have that information.
Sure, thank you.
Are there any other questions?
Yeah, so that's worked kind of well. So I will say if there is any other participant questions for audience members here, if you would like to verbally ask, just raise your hand and I can give you that capability to ask a question. Okay, we do have one more here, it appears. It is Sam again. I'm gonna give you access to your microphone and you can go ahead.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yep, we hear you.
Yes. So one question. So with regards to the massage therapy, and Sean mentioned that the increase in pricing is one of the benefits with that would be we students won't need a physician's like referral or like I don't know how it's called, prescription for that. So as of the moment, do we need a physician's letter just for massage therapy?
You are correct, Sam. So as the plan currently stands, you need a referral from your physician for to access massage therapy. It's still covered, but it's you need that referral. So if these enhancements are approved, that will no longer be required.
Okay, and just a follow-up. So how does that work? So if I acquire the referral, I just pay the therapy upfront and just claim it, just like like how other insurances do it.
Yes, so I mean, you could use if they don't take your benefit card, which you can print off by visiting mystudentplan.ca/Bow Valley. If they don't take your card, you just pay for it and then submit the receipt after.
Okay, got you. Well, thank you so much.
Okay.
Hi, Jay, do you mind if I step in? This is Sean
I
again.
absolutely mind, but no, I'd love it if you stepped in, Sean.
Hi, Sam. That was a really great question. I encourage you to visit mystudentplan.ca because you can actually submit your claims online through Canada Life's GroupNet website. There's also an app available to you. And as Jay mentioned earlier, we also have preferred providers who provide discounted services like massage therapists for you to have some extra savings as well. And there will oftentimes, you can ask ahead of time, but there are often massage therapists that will actually submit on your behalf to Canada Life or the insurance company. So you are only out of pocket a certain dollar amount, which is much lower than paying for the full cost upfront and then submitting at a different time.
Okay, where can we find this list of suggested therapists?
Yep. So Sam, if you visit, I believe it's in the chat here, there is the mystudentplan.ca page for specifically to Bow Valley. And then when you get to the home page, you will see that there is something across the top, there's a bar of different selections and you can find select savings there. And once you go into there, you can select, for example, dental, chiropractors, physio, massage, and you can see the savings there. But then on the right-hand side, you can also select the specific network and then enter your, where you're located. You might be at work, you might be at home. You can enter your postal code and it'll pull up the preferred providers located closest to you.
Yeah, it's it. Well, thank you so much. That's everything for me.
All right. Any further questions, Nick?
I am seeing no further questions from my end. We'll do a last call though. Please raise your hand if you'd like to ask one. Going once, going twice. I think that is all of our questions today.
All right. Well, what I'm going to ask everyone who attended today is please visit your MyBVC email, and that you will receive a link to vote whether to approve this increase or not. And it will also link you to a web page that has been created by the Student Association outlining the changes that are being proposed and what that's going to look like. please vote. Please tell your classmates to vote. Please tell your classmates to come visit us tomorrow. We're going to be doing this session all over again. And I really, really thank you for coming out today and asking these fantastic questions.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much,
Jay.
Jay. I think we can pass it back to Razgun now.
Thank you, Nick. So I will move the motion to adjourn the meeting at 12:10. Can I have a first and second?
I'll first the motion. Anna,
Second, Juliana.
Thank you. So the meeting has been adjourned at 12:10 p.m. Thank you, everyone, and get ready to vote. Have a beautiful day ahead.
we should stop the recording.